Chapter 7, Go West, Young Man. The Los Angeles Lakers offered Shaquille $120 million over 7 years to come and play for their team. It was the highest contract in the history of the NBA at that time. For a man who loved to rap and star in movies, Los Angeles was the perfect place. A lot of movies and music albums are made in Hollywood, a neighborhood of Los Angeles. On July 18, 1996, Shaquille accepted the offer. He was now officially a Laker. Shaquille also joined the United States basketball team at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia. Shaquille was thrilled to play for a gold medal in Atlanta. The 1996 United States team, filled with other NBA stars, won their games by an astounding average margin of 32.3 points. They easily beat Yugoslavia for the gold medal, 95-69. Along with winning an Olympic gold medal, Shaq also hit another milestone that summer. He became a parent alongside his girlfriend, Arnetta Yardborg. Their daughter, Tahira, was born on July 19, 1996. Shaq loved being a dad. He recorded his voice saying, "Daddy's right here," so his baby could hear his voice while he was away. Despite enjoying his new role as a father, Shaquille had a rough time during the first 3 seasons in Los Angeles. On the basketball court, he was injured and missed a lot of games. Off the court, Shaquille made a superhero movie called Steel that came out in the summer of 1997. He made another rap album that came out in September 1998. Neither the movie nor the album won any awards. But Shaq didn't mind too much because he was doing something he loved. Shaquille and Arnetta were also no longer a couple. Shaq began dating another woman named Shawnee Nelson. The Lakers made it to the playoffs in Shaq's first 3 seasons, but they never made it to the NBA championship. Sports fans, writers, and television and radio announcers criticized Shaquille. They questioned if he was ever going to lead his team to an NBA title. They pointed out that he had not won a national championship in college either. Some fans and sports writers blamed Shaquille for spending too much time making movies and rap albums, and not enough time practicing basketball. Shaquille worried about winning a championship, too. After 3 years in LA, none of my dreams about getting a ring were even closer to coming true, he said. Shaquille didn't want to be the best player on teams that couldn't win a championship. Chapter 8, A Champion. In the summer of 1999, the Lakers hired a new coach named Phil Jackson. Phil had been the head coach of the Chicago Bulls from 1989 to 1998. He led the Bulls to 6 NBA titles. Shaquille was thrilled Phil Jackson was now the Lakers' coach. Phil explained to Shaquille that he had to get into better physical shape. Coach Jackson also reminded Shaquille basketball is a team game. Shaquille couldn't win by himself. It was the same message Shaquille's high school coach had told him years earlier. Coach Jackson wanted Shaquille to get along with one teammate in particular, Kobe Bryant. Kobe was just as big of a star as Shaquille. But Kobe was 6 years younger, and was more serious on and off the court. Shaquille would laugh and joke around with his teammates on bus rides. He would do raps off the top of his head. Kobe sat with his headphones on, and quietly listened to music. The stars did have one thing in common, though. They both really wanted to win the title. Shaquille and Kobe put their differences aside during the 1999-2000 season. The Lakers won 67 games during the regular season. This was the most Lakers had won in 28 years. Shaquille averaged 29.7 points and 13.6 rebounds per game, and was named the league's most valuable player for the first time. Around this time, Shaquille and Shawnee also had a son together, Sheriff. Kobe Bryant, 1978-2020. Kobe Bryant was drafted into the NBA right out of high school in 1996. He played for the Los Angeles Lakers throughout his 20-year career and won 5 NBA championships, led the league in scoring 2 times, and was named an All-Star 18 times. After Kobe retired from basketball in 2016, He ran his own entertainment production company and won an Academy Award for an animated short film he wrote called Dear Basketball. Kobe also owned his own training facility for young athletes. On January 26, 2020, Kobe died in a helicopter crash along with his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, called Gigi, and 7 others. Kobe's fans mourned the loss of one of the most exciting athletes to ever play in the NBA. During the NBA playoffs, Shaquille played even better than he did during the regular season. The Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers came down to Game 7. After a slow start in the final game, Shaquille came alive in the fourth quarter. On one memorable play, Kobe lobbed the ball way up high for Shaq to dunk. The lob came down behind Shaquille. In one swift motion, Shaq reached behind his head with his right hand, grabbed the ball, then slammed it into the basket. The crowd went wild. The Lakers went on to win the game and the series, 4-3. Shaquille called it, "the greatest dunk and highlight of my career." 3 days later, the Lakers faced the Indiana Pacers for the championship. In Game 1, Shaquille scored 43 points and grabbed 19 rebounds, and the Lakers won easily. After the game, a reporter asked Shaquille how he would guard himself. Reporters loved to ask Shaquille questions. He gave funny answers. This time Shaquille responded, "I wouldn't. I just fake an injury and go home." The Lakers eventually won the finals series, 4-2. Shaquille was awarded the NBA Finals MVP. More importantly, he was finally a champion. Shaquille and Kobe gave each other a big hug after the final game. Their differences didn't matter for the moment, they were both champions. Famous Lakers fans, like Jack Nicholson and Will Smith, also gave Shaquille hugs. "Everybody loves a winner," Shaquille concluded. And nobody could say ever again the Shaq couldn't win the big one. Chapter 9. 2 more. Now that Shaquille had his championship ring, he wanted something to go with it, a college diploma. When he left Louisiana State University, he promised his mom he would go back and get his degree one day. Over the years, Shaq has been taking classes in the off-season. He finally earned his degree on December 15, 2000. "I'm very proud of him," Shaquille's mother, Lucille, said. "He made a promise to me, he set his goal, and he achieved it." Shaquille joked around at his graduation. He said LSU stood for Love Shaquille University. After receiving his degree, he teased, "I feel secure I can get a real job now." He was also serious about how important his education was. "I have a lot of money," Shaquille said, "but I wouldn't be able to handle it without an education." The college graduate continued to school his opponents on the court, too. The Lakers won the NBA championship for the second straight season in 2001. Shaquille averaged over 15 rebounds and 30 points during the playoffs. He was named the NBA Finals MVP after the Lakers beat the Philadelphia 76ers for the title, 4-1. In the final championship game, he scored 29 points, grabbed 13 rebounds, and blocked 5 shots. Shaquille was double-teamed a lot. He overpowered not just one defender, but 2. "He's awesome, stupendous, fabulous, and dominating," said Shaquille's teammate Ron Harper. "I know that is the same thing I say about him every game, but what else is there to say?" In the fall of 2001, Shaq's family was also growing bigger. He and Shawnee had a second child together, a daughter named Amira. In the 2002 NBA playoffs, the toughest series the Lakers faced was in the Western Conference Finals against the Sacramento Kings. Shaquille scored 41 points, and even made 13 of 17 free throws, to help the Lakers come from behind to win a crucial Game 6. During the NBA Finals, the Lakers faced the New Jersey Nets. Game 3 was played in New Jersey, and Shaquille bought 80 tickets for his friends and family who lived nearby in Newark. He now lived in a mansion in California, but he didn't forget where he grew up, either. With all his friends and family watching, Shaquille averaged 36.3 points per game, and was named the NBA Finals MVP for the 3rd year in a row. They swept the Nets in 4 games, becoming only the 5th team in NBA history to three-peat, or win 3 titles in a row. Teammate Kobe Bryant came up to him after the game and said, "Congratulations, greatest." Shaquille responded to Kobe, "Congratulations, most dominant."